Right, Alfie, I'll hand over to you.
Perfect.
Right.
So I'm Alfie Stagg, and this is my Stagg proposal pitch.
Yep.
So the website goals, as you mentioned in your business requirements, you require like a shop, a booking system, all these other sort of requirements, and like a social media sort of like navigation. Yeah, so I have some like few ideas, mock-ups, and sort of things for your new website. This is what I believe you should have.
Yeah.
Because in your business requirements you ask for like so many different things, and it's better to have just a select few that can sort of merge into a couple instead of having loads of different buttons to get like the user really uncomplicated. It keeps it really simple. So I've got a home page, a club news page, league tables, gallery, contact, booking, and shop. To build your website, this is probably the technical bit. Using Visual Studio Code. Yeah. It's an open source platform source editor, very helpful. Takes loads of different programming languages. I'll be mainly using HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, but they do like C++, C#, loads of other complicated ones. I've been using this for years now. I've been starting programming when I was like 15, so because my dad's a software and full stack developer. So I'm used to this by now. You asked for mobile optimization because a lot of customers tend to be on the go now and have their phone on them as well.
Yep.
So when you see a website on the go, it tends to be small and squished. So when it's optimized, it tends to look something like this. So that's what I've come up so far. That's the new design. So it looks nice, more clean, professional looking, and then obviously because it's on a mobile, everything's sort of squished together and not all muddled about. So this is the concept design for the homepage. I do apologise for my bad art skills for the concept designs, but as you can see, you've got a top navigation bar which has got your social media on it. I believe you've only got Facebook at the moment,
Yeah.
but you can just keep Facebook on there, but those are put on there for designs reasons. You have got like Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, blah blah blah. On your previous website, it led straight to sort of an image and some text, and it looked, what's the word? Bad design choices, but it'd be much nicer if the user was greeted to something sort of pleasing and then something can be associated with the company. So it'd be a nice header image that says something related to Paul Snooker, which is an 8-ball, and then your company name underneath, with the navigation bar, which will help the user to guide themselves through the website. Yeah, that's it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When you looked at my website, did you look at the one run by Use Your Local, or did you look at my one?
Yeah.
Is it?
The usual local one.
Yeah.
That's the one you've looked at, right? Okay.
Yeah. So this is the actual website example that I've made for you guys. As you can see, it's quite small, but when I get the actual website running, it'll be much bigger. There's the social media navigation bar at the top, the brand new sort of header design that says Stagg Club, and then a little welcome message saying, "Oh, welcome to our company. This is what we serve and do." Like you do pool, snooker, and dart things. I believe you got a billiards table as well.
Sorry?
A billiards table.
Billiards, yeah.
Yeah, billiards. And then a little image slideshow to show the customer what you actually do there. Yeah, much more clean, elegant, and simple. This is club news, so you can get the customer can show what the opening times are.
Shall I go back?
Yeah.
On your slideshow, is that an automated thing where it would run through, or
yes, automated, or
because you've got the little arrows.
Yeah, the little
I
arrows.
can just see that. So you either touch it, or will it automatically run?
It will automatically just run.
So it will show the club.
Yeah. Well, there's only got like a few images on there. We can have like more on there, but we do have a dedicated gallery page for you, so the customer can sort of look around and see what facilities are like at your company.
No, I was thinking was that as that's the front page, and you're talking about selling the club on the front page for the website, then if that was like a video of you're walking through the front door, what you see, where you go to the snooker room, darts, pool.
Yeah, if that could be provided, I'm more happy to change that to a video. That'd be more pleasing.
It's achievable, that's what I'm
yeah.
about. Yeah. I'll shut up.
So this is the concept designs for the club news. So yeah, when the user clicks on it, they want to see sort of key information and sort of news of the sort of company at the moment.
Yeah.
I do apologise for my art skills.
Don't worry.
Not the best.
Better than mine. You can read all right.
We're not art students. Don't worry about that.
When the user clicks on the club news section, they'll be greeted with like this giant image background with a little bit of text saying like "Welcome to the club news," with a little bit of text saying like what it does and what it is. And it's something called an accordion, where it's 3 little sections. We can add more if there's like more sort of sections you would leave, or what would you like opening times, latest offers, and latest news.
Yeah.
They're all sort of compiled into one sort of section. But when you open it, it displays more information inside. I believe it says on the next one. Yeah, there you go. When you click on it, it will display more information inside. So on the actual website example, that's sort of the background of the text, and it says like find the latest information, opening times, and offers about blah blah blah. And then this is the accordion when you open up. So when you tap that button, that will open up.
Yeah.
So it's much more nice when you show the example on the actual website. This is the league standings, league tables. So I'm not sure how like a league table would actually work. I'm not sure how to do it, but in my opinion, I think like first name, second name would work well, and then your wins, losses, and then points. So then that would be automatically ranked depending on who's got the highest amount of points. So then you can find out a live feed of who's on top.
Okay. With that, then, can you link that to the Gosport and Fareham Snooker League website?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put a little button for where it says second image. Put a little link there instead. Yeah. And then I can't show my concept design, but it will on the next slide. I'll have different sort of tables and different pools, because you may have like an A league or a B league, and then for like snooker, darts, or pool again. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
First name, second name basis, wins, losses, and total points. Snooker League A, B. Yeah, different pools and different sports. Oops. Yeah, so this is the sort of the galleries and video. In the concept designs, I thought I had a nice idea of having it sort of staggered with loads of different shapes and sizes, because that'd be more aesthetically pleasing. Once again, with a background image with a little title saying what it is and what we do. Unfortunately, my programming skills aren't the best, so I wasn't able to get like staggered in different sizes.
Yeah.
But I thought I would demonstrate with my CSS animation skills that they're slightly grace like scale. So when you hover over them with your cursor or mouse, it will slightly increase in size with a border box shadow, and then it will sort of get rid of the grayscale and be like full of colour. So then obviously once the image will look better, and then the user know what they're hovering over. So it's got sort of 2 bonus wins. Yeah, this is the contact page design concept. I believe they don't actually have a contact page, just sort of at the bottom in your footer, saying where we are and our phone number. I thought it'd be much nicer if you had a dedicated page for it, so a user knows where to go. So you've got one for address, phone number, and email, so if they need to contact you. And then you've got another contact form with, they put their name, their email, and then a message they can write to get any personal queries. Yeah, that's the actual design for it. Yeah, very similar design to the concept. Yeah, so this is a booking page I was on about. With a limited knowledge of back-end languages and like databases, I can't quite actually get customers' personal information and store it somewhere, so with security and privacy. So it would be an easier way would be to get the user to select a day, select an hour they want to come in on that day with their full name, and then sort of the amount of people they want to come in with. You can maybe write it down on the logbook or enter on a sort of spreadsheet, and then when the customer comes in at that sort of day and time, you can sort of process their name and then say, oh yeah, we've got a table for you, if you like. Yeah, that's the example. So they may click Monday at 2 o'clock, and Stagg my number, and then 4 people. And this is a shopping cart, or shop, whatever you like. Once again, a giant image on the background, with a little welcome text. Yeah, with a limited knowledge of back-end languages, can't actually create a shop because you've got to pay for it more for security and privacy reasons. This is the actual shop I created for you. It's got an image of what the actual product is, then the text saying what the product is, a description of the product and the price. Once I do get up and running, I'll show you that when you click the add to cart, it will have a little JavaScript alert saying you've had this to cart. That's only for show reasons. It doesn't actually add anything to your cart. This is the footer design. Apologies for my bad skills as well. So you have a newsletter you want to sign up to on your previous website. So I'll stick that in the bottom where when the user scrolls down to the bottom, they'll be greeted with that, where you can have more social media links, another section for your navigation bar, so users don't have to stop scrolling up and down, so they can just get to everything more easily. Yeah.
It's just keep it simple, isn't it? That's the whole ethos of everything.
Any questions?
If you've taken the website off of Use Your Local, what can you tell me about security to it?
Well, at the moment, if you sort of like took my version, there'd be sort of no privacy or security matters at the moment. But when we start integrating like the shopping cart and maybe the booking system, that's when
that's a completely separate issue. That's because you talk what they call it, GDAC or whatever.
GDPR and then
GDPR and all that. Because I have restrictions on my signing in book for guests. If you come into my club and you're not a member, then you will sign. You will write your name in the first line of your address. Now I have all sorts of restrictions, just the same as your reception people have, in relation to how and what I do with that information. I have a membership system which is on a computer. Again, I have all sorts of restrictions. And so on my current website, I don't have that facility. And I don't know whether you're probably more expert than that, because I'm thick as far as computers go. Right? I'm glad you didn't start talking speak, as if it was allowed to say shut up, because I have no idea. But the complications that I would envisage by having a shop, because I'm then storing people's bank details and all that sort of stuff, which is why I've stayed away from it, because of the added complications that would come to. I mean, simple thing like your booking thing, how would we deal with that at the other end, at our end?
Well, I have a limited knowledge of databases and sort of service and back-end languages, but the help of my teachers, I assume, they'll help me guide the process to how we would keep our end safe and then your end safe as well.
Yeah.
So talk about GDPR. Yeah, we're keeping it safe. What would you do with the customer's data? Think about how it would be kept safe. We looked at cyber security. Think about what the security measures you would have to put in place for that.
Obviously put like end-to-end encryption on, because we wouldn't leave all sort of like personal banking information or emails addresses on a plain text file. So if anybody got access to that, that could really you may have like would want to install maybe like an antivirus or malware onto your computer, just in case we have like a bit technical now, like a script kiddie or something like that, or an insider that could just get onto your computer and then
take all the
take all
details.
the details again.
Yeah.
So more and more cybersecurity tools to sort of protect data.
But you're getting too deep now. Somebody books for me. Somebody books a table.
Yeah.
How does that appear up on my end in the club?
Once again, with the sort of help of my teachers, databases will get you set up with the other end of the database, whereas it could be linked to a spreadsheet or something.
Yeah, so you could link it to a spreadsheet, couldn't you?
Yeah.
So that data would then go transferring onto a spreadsheet. That spreadsheet you could put behind password and security walls, such as encryption, as we've said.
I'm not actually thinking of that. I'm just thinking, what am I going to get at my end?
So you would just
get
the data stored in a secure file.
Yeah, no, but you're missing the point. So I'm not working. I'm up in Swindon.
Yeah.
Lynn's working. Somebody puts a message through on the website, because as it stands at the moment, I have nothing in the club that runs my website on a permanent basis. So how would your website notify me or Lynn or whoever's working that Alfie's booked the table on Monday at 2 o'clock?
So like a notification will come off your laptop. You have to ask, do you have like, when someone comes into your club, just
walk in, walk in,
how do they sort of get access to a table?
They come up to the bar, we ask them if they're a member. To be fair, we've only got about 400 odd members, so for me, because I've been there since 2003, I know most of the people that come through, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
But for Lynn and James and Shireen and people like that, they'll say, right, can I help you, blah, 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 blah. What would you like if you come for pool, play darts, play snooker, or just sit down in the bar and have a drink? All of which, if you're not a member, you'll need to sign the guest book, as in that sort of stuff. So they will then identify themselves as yes or no. We have a facility on a laptop, which is also our booking system, as in for the tables. So that and my membership is on there. So you might come in and think, I'll fucking have a minute. I'm not paying 50p to sign in. Alfie Stagg. So you could actually go across, type in Alfie Stagg, and it will come up and tell me whether you remember or not. So I have that facility there. But I have nothing running on, my website doesn't permanently run, it's not on view, if you see what I mean. And I was just listening to what you were saying, I was thinking the only thing I could think of would be, what would I actually get? So do I get a notification come up on my mobile? Do we get a notification that would come up on the booking website? Because I've got a very simple, it's an old one, notepad, it's a pad, isn't it? Notepad thing, not a fucking computer thing. Because I just don't have the room to do it. And it comes up, and we have our booking for the 11 tables, times on, off, values, and then I have another section where you press a button, and it comes up with my membership thing. It has to be simple, because I am fucking simple. I have no idea about computers. I can, on my phone, I can Google things and all that sort of stuff, but I'm not, You started talking computer speak, it goes straight over my head.
But essentially you would get a notification.
That's all I was interested in.
You would get a little notification.
Whatever comes off your website, what do we get? So anyone would have to be set up within the club, so that anybody's working, you get a little ping or something on the computer. They could go to the laptop, which is on the bar behind them, the back bar, and then put a booking in there.
I would have to ask.
You ask away, mate. Ask away.
Do you tend to be busy a lot of the time? Do all the tables tend to be booked up?
We are at the moment.
So when all the tables are booked up or in use, and another customer walks in and say, "Oh, do you have a table free?"
No.
Do you tend to go away, or?
No. What we do is we tell them this is the situation. All the tables. If they're a member, they can play on match tables. If they're non-members, they can only play on the GP tables, general purpose tables, and that's the standard of the cloth that's on it. So we would say, right, we've had table 4's been on for 2 hours. I would think they'll be off in the next half hour. We'll sit down and have a beer, watch the telly. Or you go up to the Mayfair, down to the GPO, because we all work together
Right.
Barbara, who owns the Mayfair, used to work for me. Lorna and Dave, who own the GPA, used to work for me. So we all know each other, as you know.
Yeah.
We all work together, we all know who charges what and all the rest of it. There's competition, but it's healthy competition,
Yeah.
you see what I mean? Where nobody's out to take anybody's legs out. But from my point of view, the club's very busy at the moment.
So you don't have a dedicated time slot, it's just rock up and then have...
No, that's the one thing I've refused to do. If you come in and book a table and come in and play on that table, I won't kick you off it.
Right.
You can play on that table for as long as you want. You can play all fucking day if you want.
So it's just a minimum time to come in. It's not.
There's no times. There's no time. The time I open to the time I shut. I throw people out at midnight when we shut, and I let them in at midday or 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, depending on what the day is.
Yeah.
So, but I was just concerned is what I actually get. How you're intending for me to know what people are booking off my website. I'll tell you how it runs at the moment, and that is there is an email facility in. I say use your local. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
that's what people do it. And I get notification come up in my emails.
That's exactly how it works.
And that's it. But only I get that.
We can send
so when I'm on a cruise, around the fucking, as he knows, I have been on a cruise, and we do, I get messages come through. So I've then got to wait till they're awake if we're in the Caribbean or something like that, and then I'll tell the booker, do the booking through via email or.
We can set it up on multiple devices as well. Make sure they're.
So that's achievable then, is it?
Pardon?
That's achievable then.
Yes, that is achievable.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Do you have main devices at your club? Is it just like the one computer, or do you have multiple?
One computer.
You can set up admin privileges as well, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, so you may be the admin, and then your other staff members will have sort of a just a user and pass name, so not any random strangers should go in and start changing all of it.
Yes, so I've got on my booking system at the moment, not booking system, my member system, is that only myself and Lynn can actually alter or add anything to it. The other staff can go into it and it will confirm, it will say Alfie Stagg, membership deleted, and the date and year deleted, or it will say member, and it's 2022. So I've got that facility. So already linked in for my membership system.
Perfect.
Okay. I like the mobile thing. That's the one thing that gripes me with.
That tends to be the future now.
Yeah.
You don't seem to get on a laptop when you're walking through town.
No,
everybody seems to have their phone on them nowadays as well.
I don't open a laptop on a fucking home site. I do it all through the town, I'll tell you. But no. That's the thing is creating a mobile version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very important nowadays.
Yeah, that's the way it is. It is websites.
Yeah.
I'm a dinosaur, and I fucking ain't got a clue.
No. Well done with that, Alfie.
Yeah,
well
thank you very much.
Thank you. Can you send when you go out? Don't log off there. You can take the USB if anyone needs to put their stuff on there. But can you send in Charlie for me?
I'm just trying to see if I can try and open the.
Yeah, try again if you want. It might work. I think Charlie's in visual, isn't he, as well?
Yeah.
What does it say when you try to open it?
So have I got to walk for miles to go and have a look?
No. Do you want me to take you round there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie. If you
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Once you're finished, if you just send Charlie. Sorry, Alfie. If you can send Charlie in once you're finished.
Yeah.
07881. Yeah. If you can send him in when you're finished, and then what I'll do is he can set himself up on there, and we'll be back in just a second. Yeah, I've got a stop.
That's the way forward, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
With the mobile.
is it working?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it working. How did you do that?
I had this. The way I got this shadow code, I just downloaded.
I'm just going to turn this on because that is having a bad time with the light off.
Okay.
For some reason.
So here we go. Yeah. So you hover over the got a button to tell the user that that's what they're hovering over.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's your sort of header design. For some reason it's glitching out, but normally when you sort of scroll to a certain point, the nav masters just stick, but for some reason it's glitching out. So yeah, welcome to the Snoopy Club. That should be running. I'm not sure why it's not. Then
So that excuse me, that would automatically go different shots.
yeah, I'll make sure that's running. For some reason it's not working because everything wants to crash in the final day. Then you've got a little section where you can just sort of manually press the button. Press the buttons side to side. This is not meant to be there. This was just a test to make sure sort of the navigation bar stays there.
Yeah.
But there's the flip design as well.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe changing that to sort of like a who we are team like section. So it'd be like a picture of someone, their name, and a sort of like rolling.
That's it, but like I have on my current one. Yes. I've got that little thing where we go through the staff.
Yeah. Put like a little section in there for you, something like that.
Yeah.
This is the club news section. So once again, there's the sort of giant background image with a little text saying what this page is about.
Yeah.
And this is the accordion. So when you hover over it, just tells you where you're sort of hovering over.
Yeah.
And once you click on it, it opens up.
Yeah.
So this one's for the opening times. So we've got the actual opening times, and then your food serving times next to it.
Yeah.
Latest offers, copy this off your like website.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw the Goodbye Santa Claus one. That's just made up. And the latest offers, you tend to have a members discount and all sort of
Yes.
tiers
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sizes and sort of stuff. Once again, there's the footer down there at the bottom. Here's the league tables for you. Once again, giant image on the background with what we are and what we
Yes.
do.
See, mine, because mine used to play for a snooker team for us as well, but we have a Gosport Fair and Snooker League, we have a Gosport Pool League, we have the Alternative Pool League, and they all run their own websites and scoring facilities. So to actually put that into mine, input-wise...
Yeah, I'm sort of integrated to show like the other sort of...
Yeah, well, I was
available.
thinking, that's why I was asking the question about, is it easy, rather than do like you've got there, I would like to have the facility, like you have your buttons you were talking about with the Facebook and all the rest of it,
Yes.
the top, whatever the technical name is, but we'd have a button which would say Gosport Fair and Snooker League, we'd have Wednesday Pool League,
Yeah.
Alternative Thursday Pool League, so you would go onto my website, you would actually click those buttons and up the site would come.
Yeah, I can.
That's achievable,
yeah? That's
okay,
achievable. Yeah. Here's the guide. This is what the CSS animation I was on about.
Yes, yeah.
So they're sort of all grayscale at the moment, sort of like dim. But when you hover over one, slightly comes to life.
Yeah,
sort of.
yeah, I can see what you're talking about now, yeah.
Yeah, that just comes all the way down.
Because you know you're going to piss the other three off, aren't you? Because you're having fucking all this time.
Oh, believe me, they're going, why did you let him go first?
Yeah, I know.
Why did you let him go first? They're all moaning at me now, so... yeah, just to warn you, you might not be in their good books.
Yeah, I know.
You don't care.
Unlucky. Contact, that's for them to contact us, yeah.
Yeah. Contact page. Don't know why that's on messed up, but yeah, there you go. Got your address there, your phone number, your email. I might make that a button as well, so you can click in it and it'll automatically open up your Outlook, and then you can...
So it would send an email, they can send an email to me off, which is what they do on my current one.
Yeah, and then there's just another or easier way to do it for you,
Yeah,
instead of just clicking the button. Once again, there's the photo design for
Yeah.
you. This is the booking page I was on about. I was maybe change the design a bit, maybe put a picture there so it's not all white and blank,
yeah.
just to give it a bit more colour. So once again, just select a day that you like, select an hour,
Start
change,
now, yeah.
change whatever that you want, and full name,
Yeah.
number, how many people, and you press book now.
And can we respond on that?
what we can do is with the spreadsheet, when we send a notification, it will have the attached phone number or email. I'll probably put a section there for email, and then you can personally write them an email back or have like an automated response saying, oh, thank you, blah, 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 for day, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then finally, here's your shop with all your sort of related items, dartboard, snooker, with foot design. Please work. When you say
for a set of darts.
Just looking at that, I think I'm going to that shop. I am.
Hopefully it works. When you
When you
press
do
it, it should let a notification come up.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't want to work.
That's all right.
But yeah, there you go. That's sort
The
of
principles there.
principles, yeah. Then the foot design there as well. So that's the sort of the website I've created for you.
Okay. Well, you've done well with the presentation with all your notes on how to compile that. That actually looks quite good, doesn't it?
Thank you very much.
You've done very well, mate.
Yeah,
I
a
love
lot
it.
of long hours and stress and sort of.
So you're a fucking runner club, mate, then you're that stress.
They're not impressed with me putting you first. So,
Yeah, you deal with people, that would be stress.
no,
Anyway, you go and face your colleagues out there. And thank you very
I've
much.
given anyone that has finished their presentations a break now, so if you want to go and have a break, go for it.
I would love a break right now.
But I will see you later.
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you very much, guys.
No worries, thank you
Stay
for
on.
that.
Nice to meet you.
If you
Thank
can
you
send
very
Charlie in, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Actually, now it worked. That looked even better. Didn't it? I mean, I could see what he was on about with his drawings, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, he's very, although his, I keep saying to him, it's a diagram. You don't need to worry about it looking spectacular. It just needs to be a diagram. There we go, that's done.